Campaign. We got North Atlantic, 1984. 1984 Ascensions build among the Iron Current. Warsaw Pact forces launch a devastating surprise attack across the Fluid Gap. Central Europe is plagued into or plunged into war, and NATO nations struggle to push back. The supply convoys in the United States are crucial into the war effort and must be defended. NATO and naval operations assist you in the Norwegian Sea and the Atlantic in an attempt to maintain control of the situation at sea. Or Atlantic, 1968. Overnight, the Soviet Union invades Czechoslovakia with 250,000 troops and 200 tanks to crush the reformist government there. Seeing the complete lack of response by an American bound down by fighting Soviet forces in Vietnam, an emboldened British regime decide the time is ripe to increase the sphere of communist influence in Europe. Their target: West Europe, or West Germany. Soviet naval forces still rely on relatively obsolete surface ships, but cruise missile submarines are a threat to Canadian convoys, right? I might as well just see what subs we have for this. Your name? I am not Thomas Chesterton! I am. Is that yes, it is Commander. Because I'm a commander in this. Alright. Oh, Excursions for 1996, right? Got Excursion Text Marine early. Okay, got that. Back. Spain, let's see what shall we use in 1983. Oh, awesome. Wait, back. Back. This Toyota game is not exploding or anything. Default? No. Turn that thing around. See? Set there. Stabilized. And yes, there has to be another score, because why not? Alright, campaign, North Atlantic. There we go. Los Angeles, alright. Here's random. Alright, well. Okay, well, that'll be it for these videos for today, because I've been going on for over an hour and a half because it's just the training. But I would say the training does demonstrate the game very well. Actually, sure. Let's just test out the 1984 campaign real quick. This is Phoenix. Let's just see what it's like real quick. Oh look, Reagan. World news. What will Reaganism mean for U.S. foreign relations? Foreign relations. New president like Ronald Reagan has begun his term in office with establishing a harsh turn against the Soviet Union. Former Californian governor and actor, once a Democrat, is reputed for his anti-communist stance and active part taking in soaring out socialist friendlies in Hollywood in the 1950s. The new U.S. president is regarded with suspicion in the Kremlin. Sources close to the Politburo affirm that Mr. Reagan is regarded as somewhat of a loose cannon. His presidency risks to spur controversy and conflict instead of a continuation of a peasant-oriented policies of Jimmy Carter. Now, what you gotta remember with this is, you need to think about Reagan. Didn't he end the Cold War by becoming friends with a Russian leader? Yes, he did. But when he was first elected, he was basically very anti-Soviet, calling them the evil empire. and that America is the shining kingdom on the hill for democracy, freedom, capitalism, the American way, where Soviet Union was everything other than that, and very bad. However, eventually became much more friendly with the Soviet Union and with the Cold War. However, this game takes place before that. So, yeah, it basically takes place in Cold War gone hot, and Ronald Reagan is anti-communist still. World News, 3rd November 1944, or 1984. Busquets legacy, stagnation and paranoia. Analysis: the death of Secretary Leonid Busquets is sure to result in a considerable day within Kremlin walls. The last decade has been one of stagnation and increased bureaucratization of Soviet colossus. An unnamed Politburo staff source has quoted a recent Time article stating, "The constant provokings, or basically poking at, from the Reagan administration has created an elevated and permanent anxiousness of American aggression within the Politburo." Still don't know how to say that. Mr. Reagan should think this over. It is dangerous. Still 3rd of November. Wow, this all happened on the same day. Revoking the Bears. Is Reagan pushing too hard? Opinion: with the recent announcement of the Strategic Defense Initiative, ISD, several independent political and security analysts are expressing the growing concern that Reagan administration may be pushing the Soviets too hard. Tensions between the Soviet Union and the U.S. are continually increasing. The increasing military spending, followed by Mr. Reagan's denunciation of the Soviets as an evil empire, raises the question just how the Kremlin will react. Which, by the way, that is a mean belting 70, is it not? No, it's not, because the tracks are different. Those are Russian tracks. Look at there for a second. That was the tank before the Abrams and the Leopard 2. Basically, Germany and the United States got together to make a main battle tank. It turned out to be too expensive and too complex, so they decided to go their own ways. But yeah, the Strategic Defense Initiative, I believe that's Star Wars. Basically, Reagan wanted to put satellites into space with lasers to knock down any ICBMs that could threaten the United States. Soviets didn't like that. In fact, one of the conditions, I forgot what flashpoint it was, but one of the conditions of a flashpoint, basically that helped in the Cold War, was the fact that Reagan's Star Wars or Strategic Defense Initiative should go away. He had to give up on it, because if Reagan could manage to make a missile defense system to make the United States invincible to ICBMs, the Soviets can't do anything, and the United States can nuke the Soviets can nuke the States. Mutual annihilation is completely lost, and Soviets would die if the United States were evil. But the Soviets weren't taking that chance. So basically, they said, "Reagan, we don't want your Star Wars program going any further. Stop it. We'll be friends." That's what happened. Which, by the way, the SDI was probably not gonna happen in the 1980s. It might be possible today, but probably unlikely. So yeah, there's that. No, that's not good. Same day. Soviets down civilian airliner. Oh, great. National outrage as a Soviet Air Force shoots down a Korean Airlines flight over the Sakhalin Islands. Islands. All 269 passengers and crew aboard were killed. The Politburo issued a statement claiming Politburo. I believe that's what they call something in Russia. Something in Soviet Union. By the way, issued a statement claiming that the plane was on a spy mission on behalf of the United States. We regard this deliberate provocation to test our military preparedness or even an attempt to provoke war, the Soviet Minister of Defense said. Tensions between Washington and Moscow are now elevated to a degree not seen since the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1961. Overall military readiness is heightened as NATO exercises in the Pacific and Atlantic are denounced by Soviet Union as deliberate imperialist provocations. Okay. That's not good. Still the same day, okay. Pershing missiles deployed in West Germany. Bonn BRD dash deployment of new Pershing 2 nuclear ballistic missiles has commenced in locations around West Germany. The introduction of this high-capacity theater weapon into the United States nuclear arsenal has already been a cause for considerable controversy between NATO and the Warsaw Pact, as well as within Germany itself. Yeah, because if that does make them a target as well. Other than the fact that Germany, there's only a wall separating West Germany from East Germany, and Soviet taking over the entirety of Germany, and, well, Western Europe, so yeah. Or in Europe. Oh, wait. And that's the US camouflage. By the way, so independent political analysis agree that a continuous escalation of the arms race now has resumed tactical superiority. Our technological superiority and strong anti-Soviet rhetoric of the Reagan administration adds up to a volatile situation. Moscow's latest threat to withdraw from the arms talks is seen as particularly disturbing current events. Question looming over Europe is how the Soviet Union reacts. Should it consider diplomatic negotiations as exhausted? Yeah. F-15? Still the same day. I guess this is just a recap of what happened. But yeah. Soviets thought nuclear drill Able Archer was real. Washington, in a hearing with the director of DIA, Lieutenant General James B. Wilmelson, told the Senate of Defense Intelligence Agency's assessment of the Soviets' response to NATO Able Archer 83 exercise held in November 1983, and Mr. Wilmelson told a story a little too close for comfort. Strong action collaborates with the strained diplomatic relations between the United States and Soviet Union. Years of terse anti-communist rhetoric, deployment of high-capacity nuclear weapons or nuclear missiles, and the outspoken ideological friendship between Mr. Reagan and and British Prime Minister Thatcher has caused fear among Soviet leadership. Yeah, for good reason. Although we won't use anything, but still good reason. We are scary, but we are not. But we will not use. But we will not use our scariness. Uh-oh. Where the attack war declared. Soviet infantry supported by armored units and strike aircraft stormed across the Frederick Gap today in a surprise attack. Initial negotiation attempts rapidly broke down, and a state of war has officially been declared between NATO forces and the Soviet Union. NATO losses are reported high. Oh no. And the United States military forces have been fully mobilized, and convoys loaded with men, materials, and arms have already begun to cross the Atlantic. President Reagan addressed the nation strong. The full that's a good Reagan voice. The full might of United States Army, Marines, and Air Force, and Navy will be brought to bear in this unprecedented attack. That's terrible, by the way. I've been hearing Reagan a long time. Okay, here we are. Alright, USS Phoenix SSN 702. Docked at Holy Lodge. 30th of November 84. 300 hours. From Comsolent to us. Info Kremlov, top secret. SR subject mission orders. Numbers. Date. S tactical situation. Intelligence has assigned a pattern to movements of enemy and ATC replenishment tankers and tenders. A small enemy force, including one or two of these ships, is expected to sail from Murmansk momentarily for undefeated somewhere in the Northern Sea. You are ordered to find and sink this group. You may also get a chance at enemy warships this group is intended to support. But tenders and tankers are mission targets. 2. S. Primary target. Locating Locate and sink the enemy replenishment tinkers and tenders, like a detective. Locate and sink all nearby warships as possible. Avoid detection by mere patrols, weapons free. Maintain radio silence until otherwise directed, right, got. Oh, I believe tenders are food, or no, are supplies. Let's enjoy some shore leave as make ready for departure. Stores and tubes fully stocked. Damage port all system operational. The order, sir. Hours in port. Repair V orders. Cast off. Let's cast off. Anchors away. Oh, what was this? Okay, I was not expecting this at all. So this shows the war, eh? Question is, where is us? Oh, we're there, Holy Locked, in England. My time's going. Okay, you can save here, might as well. Okay, no, we're under fire. December 2nd, 1984. This morning, Warsaw-packed troops crossed the border into Norway. Spirit Division surged for major bridges, railway crossings, and airfields, in which seems to be well prepared and pushed to attack. The Soviet State News Agency TASS yesterday released pictures of what claimed to be canisters of nerve agent artillery shells found at abandoned NATO army posts near northern Norway. Washington officials immediately displayed the findings as an obvious overshoot. That's probably true. Assessments suggest that the war is in so far of an even outcome that the Battle Atlantic is currently unresolved, as both NATO and Soviet task groups are considerable strength, keep each other tied in a state of mutual air denial, according to the U.S. Secretary of the Navy. Question is, where are we going? Murmansk? Alright there, okay, see it. Oh, I see it. Where we need to go. Go. Go ship. Go, ship, go. Oh, dang, all the best fun. We got subs. Tons of targets. We're in the Raging Sea, or we will be short. Actually, we're not there at all. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, Los Angeles. I mean, these are pretty much my favorite subs. I should mention that. Okay, running max speed. Okay. Got any contacts? No. Well, things like out of the water. Oh well, we're deep. Okay. Oh, we're max deep for the Scourgeon. So they said bearing 30 something. So I guess let's maneuver to the location. I wish there's a compass rose on the full map. That'll help. Okay, stop. We don't know what we're fighting. Signature. Slow down a bit. Humpback whale. We're not gonna be looking for them. The whale typhoon. Don't want to be fighting a typhoon in its dual propeller gigantic glory. Don't see anything. Keep full. Go faster. Standard. Let's actually go a little bit higher. Other way. Yeah, remember it's inverted. Passing 800. Okay, hearing sonar pings. Unless I find another whale. Slow down a bit. Level out. Losing none. Now we gotta lose something. That's on top of us. Okay. That's not what I wanted. I wanted stealth. Turn it off. Okay, what in the world are we fighting? Oh, there's two of them. There's one, man. Delta 3, I wonder what was that? Oh, wait. And it's really hard to get through these cards, by the way, and try to find what you want. I wish there was a menu you could open up to go through all the cards faster. That would indeed be nice. Okay, let's maneuver a bit. I want to stay pearl for them right now. We don't get too close. What's the delta we can see? Oh, that thing got really close. Tapping through the button is much faster. Perfect. Krishna. Okay, fuck the rotor. Let's find what S3 is. All three to the right, that should be easy to find. Crawford will find one of them. Cover ship. Just three to the left, that's all we gotta find. Okay, now let's try looking for you. Notice we can only hear the sound even though we got tagged. Okay, you should run behind it. I want to see if we can get a visual. So start turning all the way around. We still look for the other ship's tags. I guess if you I guess go further to the left to get all the things to the left, or what? 04. There's another one? We might have found the convoy, I think, or found something else entirely. Oh, was that good? No. How are we on our maneuver? I still don't have these tags. I wish I could tag them, but I can't because I can't get to the cards nearly fast enough. Can you just hold it? Click and hold? No. Again, if there needs to be like a little tab here where you hit the tab, it opens it up in the menu, and then you got a big nice screen and click through like 2 rows of tags. It would definitely be helpful. Okay, I'm almost on maneuver. Let's try this for just one, really. Well, the easiest way to find stuff is to just go to the look for our eyes. Is there saving? No. And there's no ending comment till you're done. Aircraft nearby? Okay, gap. Yeah, it's the let's just get out of here actually because we don't know what we're fighting, and there's aircraft which we don't want to fight. Faded, okay. Yeah, let's just get out of here. I don't think this is what we need to fight. So full maneuver. I said it'd be a whole lot better if I could actually it'd be a whole lot better if I could actually find the signals, but I can't because there's so many things to click through. So again, it'd be a whole lot better if there was a mini fort. That's not it. Because I know there's just too many cards. Okay, let's go up a bit. Okay. Get the rudder star. Bring up the surface a little bit. Slow down our ascent. Okay, let's go up it. We could always just panic and hit the planes. Okay, hold it. Bit more ballast. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Okay, hold it. One more. Also, I wish there was a ability just to get a command to just go to a certain depth. That would be nice. So you can either do it manually or unmanually if you want. Killed it. There we go. Get the radar. Oh, get the periscope up. correctly. So, bearings 100. 100. Right there. Moskov. There's a military vessel. Did I grab that? No, it's different. No, that's not good. Why are you still going up? Go down. Okay, well, let's go around for more military vessels. Oh, son of a, they're right there. Bearings 120. Up. Right there. A couple military vessels. I think military vessels anyway. This periscope, that's terrible zoom. Are they trying to hunt me is the question, or am I hunting them still? What's your bearing? Bearing 100? Oh yeah, they're hunting me. Look at them turning. You gotta get out of here. However, we got them all spotted though, and we got 4 we got 4 tubes. Forget about it. Let's get them. They're asking for it now. Alrighty. Here we go. Okay, where we need to be. Missile or torpedoes. Lock on you. They're coming straight at me, so this is going to suck me up. Okay, switch tubes. Nope. I clicked on you. Go. Back. Escape cancels it, by the way. I'm stuck. I think he figured it out. Pressing the wrong buttons. I'm trying to get lock on MK torpedoes. Nice. Now, wait for them to come all the way around. Oh, they think they're hunting me. Well, I'm hunting them. Come all the way around, my friend. Don't worry about the freighter right this second. Okay, make sure I'm locked on to the Conan. I'm locked on. This is the way. Now these are wire guided, so I can't turn around and run. Alright, they're still saving. I wish there was. Alright, F9. I think they got the picture. Torpedo 1. Turn more. Looks like we got good on everything. Then again, torpedo one. Turn right there. We're gonna go first kills most likely. Okay, ending waypoint. Locked on and got one! Sunk! Oh, that one didn't. That one missed. Ah, bugger. Get right there. Turn like that. Actually, no, turn like that. Okay, it's gonna get waypointed and then bam! Oh, miss! We got a miss, reload. Hope I can still try it. Oh, it's coming back around. You think you're safe? You think you're safe? I don't think you're safe. Gotcha. Last one, buddy. The guy that actually figured out the guy that figured this out is going to be the last one. Sensible. Remember, they have to get. Remember, there's no enemy missiles that go flying and they go into the water. No, 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 no. They have these depth charges, and that will require them being over us. Okay. Like that. I'm in it right there. Hit 4. Gotcha. Alright, reload torpedoes and more. Got missiles. We need them though. Okay, now let's go get after the merchant. Actually, that was the one we could see. Ah, there we go. There we go. I did it all in realistic camera, no third person, because I'm like that sometimes. Alrighty. Alright, so last target. Start rudder maneuvering. I think we're safe for right now. You paint the hammer sugar on your vessel and paint it red. You're going down. Alright, well, yeah, let's fire our torpedo. We should have a good lock. If not, we can just mess with it. Might as well let the torpedo run ahead of us. Okay, F9. Okay. Make the standard out so we are. Oh, what was that? Something exploded. Oh! The merchant got sunk. Okay. He's combat? Not yet. Weapons nearby. I wonder whose that is. Alright, let's let's actually do this. Oh, look at it sinking. Man, this game's amazing. Okay, F4. So it just does whatever it wants. Oh, actually, cut it. How do you cut the wire? Like, shift 4? Shift 4, there we go. Alright, well, reload while we're here. And leave combat. Alright, this is our first exclamation, or our first encounter. We lived, and we kind of killed everything. Even though they saw us first, kinda. We got 'em. And we almost won for one. Alrighty, from Somland to us, info, Sinflit. It's Next up, J mission update. Good to hear you intercepted and destroyed enemy replenishment resources. Keep up the good work. Further orders will be transmitted on this downlink. Wait, further orders on this downlink. Okay. Did we do what we needed to do? Didn't find some random guys that got him? Alright, so, Secretary of the Navy, Washington. The Secretary of the Navy expresses its heartfelt congratulations and takes great pleasure in awarding the Bronze Star Medal to Commander Commanding Officer, USS Phoenix, SSN 702. Citation: Commander cited for extraordinary heroism in the action against enemies of the United States of America on 3rd of December 1983. His unwavering resolve and self-sacrificing devotion to duty and face of death are worthy of the highest emulation. Yep. I did kind of shoot the guys that were coming after me. 3rd December 1984. New warships and submarines have taken up several new strategic positions, including some around the Norwegian Sea in response to significantly reduced naval or Soviet naval activity. Sources close to the Pentagon say war is taking heavy toll on enemy naval operations, and supply lines continue to be heavily strained. Recent NATO gains at sea have decreased the numbers of warships needed to maintain control in several regions. Many vessels from these regions have rapidly been reassigned to escort duties to better protect convoys carrying much needed arms, armor, and men for the United States and United Kingdom. Yep. War II style. Okay, that means our super ships, not us. Alright, so new orders. Tactical situation. To better plan for Soviet initiatives, Navovs have decided to insert a SEAL team by submarine in the facility of Gromyka, where they will conduct intelligence and sabotage behind enemy lines. You must therefore infiltrate the area around Gromyka and avoid detection at all costs. SEAL team is waiting pickup at Holly Lodge. From objective sail to Gromyka undetected and release SEAL team. Secondary objectives none. Avoid detection by air surface water patrols, I think, or ASW patrols. Weapons free. MCOM. Maintaining the silence until otherwise directed. Okay, got it. Continue on course. Let's go back home. Basically, a left click and then you move her like that. So where do we need to go? Well, there's a ton of submarines in the Barents Sea. Oh, I'll get right there. There we go. Come on, you got it. This is a really weird system, by the way. For December 1984, losses in West Germany. The Soviet land offensive in West Germany continues. More regions have fallen under Warsaw Pact control as Soviet infantry and armor units push forward. The evacuation of civilians is now a task as fundamental as defense effort itself, and will be seen to just as gallantly, PM says. The outcome of the war is still an open question as both sides struggle to get the initiative. The war at sea remains unsettled as both sides maintain maritime presence in foreign areas. Oh god. Okay, we're back. As Port 4. Alright, so let's exit. Okay, exit well forward, okay. Was available, we're on repair. We need to go spec ops. And then load torpedoes. Yes, load more torpedoes. There we go. Play start. Gears away. Actually, where we're going? Gromyka, alright, good. Cast off. Gears away. Now we're going to save it here. Gromyka. Yeah, I figured it's going to be up there. Save. And quit. Alright, so I kind of wish there was manual saving in game. But that makes things a little cheesy, don't you think? But anyway, oh man, is this game awesome! I gotta say, I, I, I have to say this. I have to say this. This game is probably the best sub game to come out in a long, long time, and one of the best simulators to come out in a long time as well. Um, because and this game is not only good in the fact that it's a good, the fact that it's a good simulator. It's good in the fact that that anyone can pick up and play. The tutorial's really good, albeit you have to go through a lot of text and you got to flip through. You might want to flip through the manual a couple of times. But once you figure it out, it works really well and it's very easy to manage. So yeah, I mean, it's not confusing at all. It's not like Silent Hunter 3 is, where it's a bit confusing. And you don't get the command to your sub yourself. Because I gotta admit, well, it can be more difficult when in battle to command my sub basically to turn it where I wanted to turn it with a toggle for my rudder. Basically, I can only move in increments. I don't just hold the old A and W and it goes in that direction. Whereas in Silent Hunter, it might be a bit easier to maneuver because you just plot on the map. So what I wish this game could do is, oh look, P3. They just went out of service. Well, out of service if you don't think of it as a GTX, because they're still very much in service here. Just everywhere else is P8. But anyway, so what I wish they could do is I wish that for a little bit more precision is allow you to set a precise depth where you want to be, so you don't have to basically muck around with the controls. And if you're focusing on combat or focusing on doing something, you might miss that. Oh, I accidentally surfaced when I shouldn't have, or accidentally too deep that I shouldn't have, or I accidentally pressed the controls and now I'm 1 foot underwater, 1 foot too much, or 1 meter too much, and I broke my periscope. So yeah, so I wish there was a set depth command. I wish there was ability to use your mouse to maneuver like in Silent Hunter, basically plot a course. That would be nice. Also be nice. What else? I mean, those are nice things to have, but probably is needed is a button for sonar detection cards. So basically, you can just hit a button. It opens up a menu about yay big. And it has about 3 cards in a row, going down 3, and you just flip through these card sheets until you find it. Because right now it's next to impossible to actually find the card that you want, because there's so many cards to go through, and just going from right to left is not good enough. So I really wish there was basically a menu for that instead of just the cards. Oh, is this the only universe reference we got? I guess because that's what we have. But we did destroy some things. Uncle 129 already got. For some reason, I thought these had 1,000. By the way, there are also more playable subs in the game other than these two. The Scourgeon and the Los Angeles. But anyway, yeah, I mean this game, it is expensive if you think $39 is expensive for a game like this. But yeah, I mean $39 is about the price of every single simulator or highly complex strategy game to come out on Steam, pretty much. Then this game is definitely worth it. Not only because it is a good simulator. It's a simulator which they took their time to, and it is a good simulator, therefore it's worth the price in terms of how hard it was to make, and how complex it is to play. However, you also got single missions that you can play. How many other than there are? 8, that's fine. Not amazing. I wish you can do what you could do in Dangerous Waters, which you basically pick a region of the map, set what you want to find, set what you want to be on your side, and go. That'd be cool. I of course set the enemy around there if you want, but that'd be cool. But the campaign's where it at, and the campaign seems to be okay. It seems to be nice. I mean, it's not like Silent Hunter where you got this huge open world campaign map which you can go wherever you want. You just sail wherever you want, then you just go there. This takes place on like an overworld map where you're not settling up in seas like you are in Silent Hunter, but it is but it does work. Albeit it's a bit weird, and they should kind of explain the controls to you about clicking and your sub goes. Basically using your mouse as a control stick, and you basically click in a direction and it goes in a direction. But anyway, it works. It's a nice story too, which most simulators don't, or a lot of simulators like this don't. Whether it be a sub simulator, a plane simulator, whatever have you, they usually have a very brief story and they throw you in there. This game actually has a pretty good story to it, and continues as you go, which is really nice. But anyway, so yeah, I'd say this game is totally worth it. It's worth the price if you can afford it. If you can't, there's always a sale. But if you are hardcore into sub games, or even if you just want to try them out, or even if you just like subs and you want to play a game with subs in it, this game is definitely for you. It's good for people that it's good for veterans of like Silent Hunter and Dangerous Waters and all that who played those games to death when they were new and are experts at them. It's good for people that want to learn to be experts at games like that, and it's good for people that are more casual who just want to pick up a sub game and play. It's pretty much good for anyone that wants to play a sub game. Or a cool Cold War era, or Cold War Gun Hot strategy game. Or not strategy game, but like just game. Open world game. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, that'd be it for this. Actually, been going on for long enough. Hopefully, everything will record fine. But yeah, I'm really proud of the fact that I beat my first encounter, no issue. I was really anxious, by the way. I usually get anxious when I'm trying to do stuff like that first time, but because I basically just put a lot of weight on my shoulders, and I'm really glad, and I get really proud when I be able to lift that weight off my shoulders with relative ease. But yeah, I'll probably read over the manual a couple times. And now that I've played the game blind, I'll read the manual and make sure that I know everything by heart. Because this game, there's a lot of buttons which you don't see. So basically, I read the manual, have the manual open to look at those buttons. But anyway, it's nice. Wait, so is that a red star on a P3? Is that not a P3? The Russians have aircraft that are like P3s? I swear I saw a Russian star on that P3. And then it also had a bulb underneath its nose, which is odd for P3. Or P3 Orion, but anyway. Alright, but anyway, thanks for watching. I do appreciate you watching this video, it means a lot to me. And if you want to see more Cold Waters, please let me know. I can definitely do more of the campaigns. Could definitely make an LP Monday series, I would think. Could definitely do the single player missions or single missions, and yeah. Alright, so that'll be it for this video, or videos, and I guess see you in the skin.